Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton action and beyond. This week, we're in the beautiful island of Jamaica to report on the association's attempt to raise the status of the sport. And we catch up with Polish duo Adam Swalina and Przemysław Wacha, the standard bearers for badminton in their country. This is Jamaica, an island of less than 3 million people situated in the Caribbean Sea. With sandy beaches, tropical scenery, reggae music and warm, friendly people, the country is a favorite for tourists traveling in the region. With a marketing tagline that reads, "Home of the all right," Jamaica is known for its laid-back attitude. Badminton Unlimited dropped in on its capital, Kingston, to find out about the status of badminton in the country. Is the sport doing all right in this little corner of paradise?
Badminton in Jamaica started, I think, in 1927 it was introduced, and the Jamaica Badminton Association was formed in 1937. We have, throughout the years, we have hosted Commonwealth Games in 1966. We have had an Olympic representative in the 2004 Olympics. And it has grown throughout the time that certainly I have been in badminton as a Caribbean junior champion, and it has really, really grown. What we're trying to do now is to grow it even bigger, rather than focusing on regional success. We want regional success and we want worldwide success. So that's our goal for the next 8 to 10 years.
Despite its long history, badminton doesn't have the same stature as cricket, football, or athletics. With just about 600 people playing badminton regularly, the Jamaica Badminton Association has much to do to raise the profile of the game.
We're at a point in which we have realized that in order for us to make badminton, to reach our goal, which is world champion or Olympic champion, in 8 to 10 years, we must increase the participation in badminton. So as a fairly new administration, this is one of our goals. And we're using programs like Shuttle Time to help us in making this expansion.
Well, currently we are not where we should be, in that we have a vast area left within Jamaica for schools to be in the program itself. It is mostly centered around Kingston and St. Andrew, Clarendon, Manchester, and that is just few of the 14 parishes in Jamaica.
The sport received a boost recently as the country hosted the first ever Jamaica International Badminton Championships. The tournament saw some of the world's top international players from 14 different countries competing at the Alfred Sangster Auditorium.
For our 8 to 10 year plan, in order to keep testing our players and exposing our players to higher and higher competition so that we can get better, the Jamaica International is a key step in that direction. So it helps us in getting world ranking points towards the goal of qualifying consistently for the Olympics and hopefully an Olympic champion.
Having the chance to face the international players, the Jamaican players had plenty to be proud of. The men's doubles and 2 mixed doubles pairings reached the semi-finals. It was confirmation that badminton in the country is heading in the right direction.
They were rather surprised at the standard that they have come up against, because we are ranked not as high as these guys, and yet still we're able to take the game to them. So as most times the guys come this side to play, it's because they think it's easy points towards their world ranking. And I guess they got a rude awakening this time.
We think that we had a good, when we look at how well we played, we think that we played well. Now, do we think that we're close to those guys? No, I think we have a long way to go. But we know where we are. It's a good measuring point for us. And I think it will help us in our development, which is really the strategy behind this tournament.
Since taking up the role of acting president early this year, David Thomas has set about tinkering with the existing development programs. Whilst the BWF Shuttle Time Schools program has been operating in the country for a while, he has tried to make it more effective.
Now, the difference in this expansion is that we're actually going lower. So before, I think we focused on high school and above. And now what we're doing is going back as far as 8 years old. So we have to go to the primary schools to start the program. And what we want bigger numbers so that in the end we have a lot more choices on who and the strength at the top of the tree in badminton.
But it's not just about focusing on developing players. The association is also looking at how to train coaches and support staff.
The program which is in place now, which is the level 1 BWF shuttle time and shuttle time, actually for those two programs, we need to see how much coaches we can get out of that.
Badminton in Jamaica has many challenges ahead of it. A small population, lack of exposure and little infrastructure are just a few. But there is a determination to improve regardless of the obstacles. It may take a while, but there is a sense that in a country famed for its positivity, everything is going to be all right. In this week's trivia, we want you to name the singles player who won his or her first BWF World Superseries finals last year. We give you the answer after the break. As the MetLife BWF World Superseries gets underway yet again after a 2-week break, we take a look at the early going in the men's doubles section of the Destination Dubai rankings. Matthias Bo and Carsten Mogensen are off to a flyer this season. After missing out on the big title in December, the Danes seem to be on a mission. They collected maximum points at the opening World Super Series of the year when they won the Yonex All England Championships. Behind them in second place are the Chinese tandem of Fu Haifeng and Zhang Nan. The duo didn't make it to the Middle East at the end of the year, but will be hoping to join the party this time round. A silver at the All England is a nice start. The Japanese partners Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa also came up short at the BWF World Super Series finals last season and find themselves joint third with another Danish pair, Mads Conrad Petersen and Mads Pila Kolding. There are then 4 sets of doubles representing 4 different nations, all lying 5th on the same points. With a raft of World Super Series tournaments coming in quick succession, you are guaranteed plenty of movement in the rankings. So log on to www.bwfworldsuperseries.com to get the latest news and information. When we get back, we talk to Polish players Adam Swalina and Przemysław Wacha, the veteran doubles pair carrying the torch for their country. Welcome back. Before the break, we asked you to name the singles player who won his or her first BWF World Super Series finals last year. The answer is Tai Tzu-ying. The Taiwanese shuttler made history as she became the first person from her country to claim the title. Tai outwitted Korean Song Ji-hyun in straight games 21-17, 21-12 at the Hamdan Sports Complex in Dubai last year. It may not be the epicenter of global badminton or even European badminton, but Poland does take its badminton seriously. The country's recent good work in the sport's development has earned them the right to host the upcoming European Junior Championships. And in these 2 veterans, they have skilled players who have been representing their nation with aplomb.
My name is Przemysław Wacha.
My name is Adam Swalina. We are from Poland and we are playing men's double.
Adam Swalina and Przemysław Wacha, or Przemek to his teammates, are Poland's current top men's duo. 4 years apart, Przemek is 34 years old, while Adam is 30. Their partnership started in 2012, and by the end of 2013, they had already broken into the world top 20. Adam is a doubles specialist, while Przemek spent most of his career as a singles player. notching up close to 15 international challenge titles from 2000 to 2012. It was a twist of fate that brought them together on court. After the London Olympics in 2012, the Polish Badminton Association decided that Przemek, who was 31 then, should concentrate on doubles. Adam seemed like the perfect answer.
During this time, me as a double player after Olympic Games in London, I had no partner because Michał got injured during one of our match in London. So I was without partner, and they decided to put us together and to try us.
Przemek, with close to 20 years as a singles player, assumed the more attacking role in this partnership. Although the duo had a shaky start, their hard work and perseverance quickly paid off. Adam and Przemek dominated the international challenge scene in 2013. And together with their frequent appearances at higher-level tournaments, the pair entered the world's top 20 in men's doubles by the end of the year. Their fast ascent even took Przemek by surprise.
Formuła jest najprostsza, tak? Bardzo ciężki trening.
The winning formula is very straightforward. We train very hard before each match, before each tournament. We take everything seriously. We make sure we train properly and not be sloppy. Breaking into the top 20 was a surprise for me. Initially, when I switched from singles to doubles, I didn't expect we could make it into the top 20 in such a short time. But we did. It wasn't easy, but we know we cannot be contented and just stay at this level. Nothing is permanent, and we have to be ambitious. We have to keep aiming higher, and our target is at least top 15.
Last year, the Polish duo took their first Grand Prix title in California at the K&D Graphics and Yonex Grand Prix Badminton Championships. But having not only to maintain their status, but to aim for higher in this competitive world of badminton is not easy for Adam and Przemek. In a country where the racket sport is not top on its list, it is a long and arduous road for the players.
Badminton is not a favorite sport in Poland, so on the first place volleyball, football, basketball and many other sports. To live from badminton you need to be really good, because sponsors and the support from all organizations is not so big.
But Przemek and Adam are unfazed by any of the obstacles thrown at them. Being in the game for as long as they have been, it's the love for the sport that is pushing them forward.
Badminton is my whole life. I live for badminton. I work hard to stay fit so that I can continue to play. Every morning when I wake up, I will think what I need to do to be the best. I know I have to prepare well, to train hard every day. All my life, I play badminton. I also get support from people around me. It's very important to have that. I don't know what I would have done without their support.
I don't have any regrets. I love this sport, I love people around here, and I would never change. I don't know what will happen if I choose another sport or another life, but it's what I like, what I love.
Despite the tough journey they have undertaken, Adam Svalina and Przemysław Wacha are proud to carry their country's hopes. They may be at the veteran stage of their careers, but their love for the game has not waned.
Okay, thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
As the MetLife BWF World Superseries returned to action last week, as New Delhi hosted the Yonex Sunrise India Open 2015. With the world-class badminton talents on show, fans at the Siri Fort Indoor Stadium were never going to be disappointed. Japanese world number 2 duo Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi began finals day as they went up against Chinese pair Luo Ying and Luo Yu in the women's doubles. In a fierce contest that lasted an hour and 21 minutes, the final score eventually read 21-19, 21-19 to the Japanese women as they won their first title for the year. The mixed doubles followed next, with Denmark's Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen taking on China's Liu Cheng and Bao Yixin. The first seeds had never won against their Chinese counterparts, and in this final, the dubious streak continued. Liu and Bao completed their fourth successive victory against the Scandinavians in 2 games, 21-19, 21-19. Mads Conrad Pettersson and Mads Pyrla Kolding stepped out in the men's doubles to face Chai Piao and Hong Wei. Confidence was high for Conrad Pettersson and Pyrla Kolding. The Danish world number 10 duo had defeated their more accomplished patriots and last year's winners Matthias Bo and Carsten Mogensen in the semis. But that meant nothing in this one, as China's Chai Piao and Hong Wei proved unstoppable. The Chinese pair clinched the title in 45 minutes, 21-18, 21-14. Deafening noise greeted home favourite Saina Nehwal as she prepared to do battle with Thailand's Ratchanok Intanon in the women's singles final. India's leading lady was looking to make amends after she had to settle for a runners-up spot at the All England Championships earlier this month. Even with former world champion Intanon in her way, Saina was not to be denied. She won 21-16, 21-14 for a second crown on home soil this year. Siri Fort Indoor Stadium erupted once more as the country's latest star, Kidambi Srikanth, took to the court to face Denmark's Victor Axelsen in the concluding men's singles. The two had already faced each other at the Swiss Open final this year, with the Indian coming out on top. And with home crowd support this time around, Srikanth wasn't going to disappoint. The world number 4 defeated the lanky Dane in 3 games, 18-21, 21-13, 21-12. This week, World Superseries action is set to continue in Malaysia. After the break, we're in Uttar Pradesh to find out how a newly established academy is helping put the region on the badminton map. This week's Player of the Week is India's women's singles shuttler Saina Nehwal. Saina was installed as new world number 1 in the earlier stages of the Yonex Sunrise India Open. She then went on to confirm her status by winning the final in straight games. The Olympic bronze medalist becomes the first non-Chinese player in over 4 years to stand at the summit of the women's singles world rankings. As Indian badminton and its players continue to show remarkable growth in the international arena, we investigate how the country is getting it so right at the moment. Recently, we were at the Syed Modi International Badminton Championships to report on how the tournament is helping to boost the sport in the area.
Competition is a part of it.
This competition will definitely help our players here. By being able to watch the performances of the international players closely, our players will get a chance to learn and in turn enhance their own game and sharpen their skills. This is a good experience for our players to continue progressing in their development within a competitive environment like this one.
On that scenario themselves.
But whilst the Grand Prix Gold status of the event will no doubt give valuable experience to players already on the national or international tours, we wondered about those still dreaming of elite badminton. For young shuttlers looking to get the best training, there is only one place in the region that offers them what they seek: the Uttar Pradesh Badminton Academy.
Actually, we prefer small kids at the age of 8 and 9 years, and there is a coach panel. We have 2 Indonesian coach, 2 Indian coach. So they take the trial, and on the basis of trial, and we see the potential of the kid, then they select the trainee.
The academy was established in 2011 as a counterweight to the more established academies run by the former stars of Indian badminton, Prakash Padukone and Pullela Gopachand.
This is the youngest academy. We are only 3 years old, and I think Prakash Padukone Academy is 20 years old, and Gopi Chand Academy is around 9-10 years old. But for the last 3 years, I mean, we have been really performing well. So I think we'll improve a lot in the future, and our planning is good. And let's see. I'm working hard with my coaches. We'll produce more players in the future, good players, and who will make our country, India, proud.
Built on a 10-acre piece of land, the academy boasts state-of-the-art facilities, including multiple international standard courts, plus a gymnasium and swimming pool. In fact, it's so impressive that the Sports Authority of India has designated it as the National Junior Training Centre. But the academy itself is strictly hands-off to outsiders. It caters solely for players in the Uttar Pradesh region.
They are coming now.
Many Indian shuttlers are coming now after seeing the facilities that we have. But for us, our priority is in the interest of developing our own state players first. Of course, they can help themselves to the training and utilize our facilities. But still, our main interest is in growing our own crop of talents first.
To grow up our crop.
The training regime has also been receiving its fair share of plaudits. A strict diet of physical and technical training for 7 hours a day has begun to reap rewards. Once the power centre of badminton in the country gathered around Hyderabad and Bangalore, now players from Uttar Pradesh are beginning to prosper.
I have learned many things from my coach, Mr. Hendra Mulyono, and after joining this academy, actually I won the nationals, and I have participated in Asian Games and represented India over there, and it's a big thing for this academy as well, I think.
Actually, first I played in Gopi Chand Academy for 20 days or something like that, and after that we shifted in this academy. Actually, I came here first with Rana sir, and after that the practice was too good, so I joined this academy.
Having established itself as a major asset in player development, the academy is eager to press on. There are plans to expand the academy, providing better facilities and more efficient coaching.
To give the result for the country, more and more.
We want to develop more and more players for the country so that Uttar Pradesh Academy gets a good name. We hope the academy gets on the sports map, especially in badminton, for our country. We are trying our best. Our badminton is also supported by our TV stars. Many of them are sports personalities and play badminton. They are helping develop the sport by contributing money and everything. So I hope in the next 5 years, we will be the biggest state contributing a lot to the sport.
Contributing a lot in sports.
The Uttar Pradesh Badminton Academy seems to have come around at just the right time. With its first-class facilities and formidable coaching staff, it's best placed to support the growth of the sport in India. Before we go, let's find out what's happening on the international circuit in our Badminton Unlimited calendar. Next week on Badminton Unlimited, we're in Indonesia to spend the afternoon with one of badminton's legends, Haryanto Arbi. See you next week.